Yeah, macho business. Yeah. Macho business. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I ain't talking about. Yeah. He's a little. Yeah. Yeah. Like, do it oral, man. I'm gonna be looking waiting with the little Dr. D. Yeah. Show on the road. Yeah. Go in the big time. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. What is up? What is up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome down the Barbarian Bar. Let's get the show rolling here. What are you guys up to? Let me know down in the chat down below. What are you carrying? What's in the pockets this Friday morning? It's about 10:33. We're about 3 minutes after the hour, half hour, and I promise you 10:30. I failed you. You know, I always wear a watch, but I can never tell the time. I'm always late, and I apologize. But we're here. I'm ready. Let's talk. EDC. What's up, everybody? What do we got in the chat here? Who is here? And like I said, let me know down in the chat. What are you guys carrying? Let me see who we got here today. Looks like, ooh, we got a wow. Wow. Okay, you guys are rocking and rolling. Holy smokeroonies! Welcome, guys. Who do we got here? We got Weldon Carey carrying the PM3 Shipwreck. Absolutely sexy. Who else we got here? We got Wade and Knife and Tool. You got your knife right in front of me here. Man, I love this thing. It is kind of becoming more of the desk knife. Why is it the desk knife? It's because it's like perfect size and everything like that here. My Journey EDC, what's going on here? Welcome. Happy Friday here. And Zero Bites, cream of the crop. Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Macho man this year. Weldon Carey, congrats on the 120 subs. Absolutely. Hey, we got Art in the house. What's going on? Awesome. Hank, everybody here. Go ahead and pick up one of these sweet Hanks. This is my design, of course. Well, our design, I should say. I helped make it. Got microfiber on the back. You guys want to keep things clean in your glasses, your knives, whatever. Check out Awesome Hank, of course, as well. Let me just check a few things here. And wow, you guys are rocking and rolling. I appreciate you. Crazy week, I guess, in the world. Wow. What can I say? I won't say too much of it. I want to keep politics aside. I don't want to burden my channel with those, but we're all in it. The world has seen it. And I just want to put on that crazy stuff. And it is definitely a bummer. There you go. Let me throw those sponsorship logos up here wherever I'm pointing. Way here. Okay, we got a few sponsorships. There we go. Now I'm pointing at them. Then we got Blade Binge and House of Blades. I do have a question I do need to bring up, and I'm going to make a poll here. I got to remember how to make a poll, that is, of course. I want to make a poll in the live here. I've got a dilemma, and it's tough. And I'll go through my reasons here. But I don't want to sway anybody yet. So let me go ahead and get that poll set up here. I think I can do it from the phone if I remember how to. Let's see here. The dilemma is the caption or the title of this live here. Do I go large Sabenza or do I go with the Zaan? Which route do I go here? All right, so how do I make a poll? How do you make a poll on here? No, those are emojis. Yeah, if you're a member, drop those emojis. I always like seeing those. How do you make a poll? I think maybe you got to do it from. It's always difficult when you try to do things the easy way. Let's do this here. Been a while since I've made a poll, so let's see here. Let's go here. All right. What is going on here? We got the EDC Master. Hey, Brownie, I'm driving and enjoying this live. Hey, you stay awesome. Appreciate you. Wade says, haven't picked out my carry for today, but since it's Friday, probably a frame block and your cutthroat prototype. I've been seeing that. That's pretty sweet looking. Let's see here. My wife is off at work today. I'm off work today. We were supposed to be out camping, but the in-laws camper unfortunately is being repaired and isn't fixed yet. And it sounds like it's a huge backlog. Probably like 4 weeks to get the parts, and then it was going to be, what'd they say, 40 work hours of time. So if you divide that out by 8 hours a day, they're probably not going to work on their camper specifically for 5 days straight, for 8 hours straight. So you throw in that, probably they work on it for 4 hours, work on another project, yada, yada, yada. And it sounds like their camping for the summer is out the window, and sad. Alpha Prime EDC, what's going on, my guy? Oh, yeah. Welcome. He says, get the Sabenza. I'm still trying to work on getting it pulled and get the Zaan. Well, I'm poor. I don't got that moolah to have both. If I was rich, I would definitely get both. But I have to be thrifty with my nifty. You know what I'm saying? I have to be thrifty with how I spend the money. Few things I'm going to talk about, of course, when it comes down to it. Here we go. Let me make sure I pause this here so I don't. There's my own live. I'm trying to pull it up so I can get in the chat here. Now, I'm trying to figure out how to make a poll. Any of my get a mod? Can you guys make a poll? I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Add. Here we go. Start a poll. I got it. All right. Do we get a large Sabenza, or do I wait and get a Zaan? Let me just going to put here. What should I get? And I will start the poll. Let me know if you guys can see this here. There we go. Okay. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes and what I'm talking about here. Of course, when it comes down to it, they're both great. I love CRK. Chris Reeves. Oh, man. I haven't used this in a while. There we go. My Chris Reeves Small and Cozy is my absolute best. And I'm probably going to take this apart today I want to Loctite it. I'm going to take the lanyard off and I think I'm going to put the original lanyard back on there. So we'll see what happens there. But I want to get a Zaan so bad. Let me just take a look here. Alpha Prime, obviously, he knows the nice things, and he's saying get the Zaan and a Sabenza. That doesn't help me at all. So go ahead and hit that poll. He says, I chose a Zaan over Sabenza, but I definitely missed your Benz. So you don't even have your Sabenza yet. Oh man. Okay. Wade says Zaan all day. So here's the thing. I can get a large Sabenza with the black micarta right now. I could go on and order it. But we're probably in a backlog when it comes down to getting a Zaan, though. It could be like a 4-month backlog, and I don't think I can wait that long. 4 months is a long time. So that's where the dilemma comes down to. But I love my Nkosi because I know that this has those large washers in the inside here where it's made to be worked on. It's made to be beat up. And I know the Sabenza is very similar to that. This may sound strange, but the Zaan I would like to get in Tato just so I can say Zanto. I mean, sorry. That's probably weird. But, that's kind of my stand behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could get a Zaan and say Zanto. But I've heard that the Zaan isn't quite as ergonomic as the Sabenza. And I don't like to say I use my shit a lot. No, and I hear that saying use your shit. I use my stuff. It's true. But does it encounter me to actually get a Sabenza because it's more of a work knife? Or do I go, okay, a work knife, or do I go with a photography knife? I know that the Zaan is going to look beautiful in photos, so do I go that route? That's so tough. It's so tough. Hey, good morning, Sid. What's going on? Happy Friday. Everybody grab a cup of coffee. Let me know, what coffee you're drinking as well. Let me check out really quick here. I know there's a bunch of chats I want to catch up here. Gabe says he's first. Alpha Prime, you step up your game. Gabe's got you here. Let's see here. Oh, he says he was first, but he was late. You were late. Chef Rocky, I see you. What's going on, my guy? Knife Nut 69. What's going on? Gabe says hello. Welcome, and you guys were chatting even a half hour before we were rocking and rolling. Zero Bites right away was saying he would go with the Zaan, and I gotta know why. Why the Zaan? What makes the Zaan so much better than the Sabenza? I'm genuinely curious. I'm being genuine. It's a lot of money on the table when you come down to it. A CRK is a lot of money, and I have to be thrifty with my nifty, if you know what I'm saying. I got to be careful how I'm going to spend my money. So I'm being genuinely curious. Knife Knot 69 says, what do you guys think about the Chevron that's dropping today? We'll have to check that out here, and we can definitely fill into that question even more here. Knife Knot 69 also says, finally fully over that summer cold you caught. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, my guy. Chef welcoming in Drewski. Dudeski. I said that Drewski, but Dudeski. Let's see what else we get. Coffee in the big time. Yeah. All right, let me catch up here. Let me catch up in here. If I missed it, just drop your comment back down there. I'll make sure I pick you up in the chat here, of course. I know why. Okay, here we go. The EDC Masters driving. Please drive safe, of course. Hopefully you got a nice coffee to keep you wide awake while you're on the road here. My Journey says, Mark Parks, welcome. Let's see. All right. There we go. Now we're loading up here. Got your coffee brewing, says Sid here. Oh, look at this. Alpha Prime says, go for the Rosie. That's like, we're talking like $500 or $600. We're not talking $800 to $1,000, Alpha Prime. Brad, I don't have that kind of moolah. That's a grail knife. But I'll be honest with you. I love my giant mouse Tribeca, and that only cost me like 200 bones. Comparing that to the Rosie American made, yes, it's different steel and all that, but can you tell me how close those knives are together? Ricky says The large web. I'm assuming he means the large Sebenza, and that's where I'm thinking. I like to think I'm an outdoors kind of guy, and I feel like the Zaan is not so outdoorsy compared to the Sebenza. So appreciate you guys letting me know, because honestly, it's going to help me. It's going to help me. Let's see here. Weldon Carey. Oh, let me go for his first comment. It says, I safe queen most of my stuff. I try my best not to, but I got these nice displays back here, and I put them in there, and sometimes I forget they're there. So I have these Cavol cases down on the floor here, a whole 24 knives, but I've somehow squeezed in, there's about 15 of them on top just floating around. So, that's where they kind of go, and those are usually my grab and go knives, or if they're on my desks. I try my best not to, because like I said, let's just put in, for instance, the Chavez, right? M390 steel, titanium frame lock. I mean, this thing is made to beat up. It's made to be a work knife, and you spend all that money on really good steel. That's like buying a work truck and not using it. But if you paint that work truck and maybe you put some sweet dubs on there, maybe, I don't even know, those rubber band wheels. I'm not into that. I like big, meaty, rubber, beefy tires on my pickup truck. I drive a Ford Raptor with 35s. I got some Raptor Wranglers, whatever. What I'm getting at here is, if you beautify a work truck, it's okay to baby it a little bit, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But if you have a work knife that's got the beautiful, maybe you got a Chavez with the pocket clip that's been, etched in. I know Trevor, EDC Knife and Tool, he's got that, and it's like, oh, that's beautiful. You don't want to beat the heck out of it. That's something you safe queen. If my analogy even came across anybody, if you know what I mean, that makes sense to safe queen something like that. But then Carey goes on and says, but I use my Para 3 as my pocket jewelry. I like the Para 3. PM2 would be my more of a work knife versus the Para 3, probably because it's smaller. It may not be as much as a workhorse, I guess you could say. And I'm going back to it, because I'm going back up and trying to keep up with the chat here. Alpha Prime says, just get a Rousey. And I keep looking at that. That's going to haunt me now, but I'm still trying to fork up more money for another Chris Reeves here, Brad. Let's see here. Let me go through here. Let's see. So Alpha Prime also says, I prefer the aggressive look of a Zaan harpoon. Absolutely agree with you there. And it's slightly bigger and better enhanced. So that was actually one of my my questions. You know me, I like these smaller knives. This is the small and cozy. It's too small to really use as a work knife, but it's great for the pocket. And for me, real estate in the pocket is a big deal. Let's just say here, the Chavez. This is the street. Perfect size. So what you're saying is the Zaan is just a tad bit bigger, but it's got the harpoon. So the bigger doesn't actually make me want it more. That actually makes me want to go towards the Sebenza just because of the size. I like it just a tad better now that you say that. It's I prefer the aggressive look, but I prefer the slightly smaller, if that makes sense. Have you seen Sharif's new knife? Freaking clean. I have seen it. I've seen it for a while, actually. He snuck into my DMs and let me see a few of those, and it is very, very clean, and it gives me the vibes when you're coming down. We're talking CRK, Chris Reeves. It gives me some Chris Reeves vibes for sure. So yeah, okay. I'm thinking about that one now that you say that. Chef Rocky says, mine is the Sebenza 31 Boomerang Damascus. Beautiful. Remember that time we looked that up in my live? That was like a couple months back, and I kept scrolling past your Instagram. We were on your Instagram for like, gosh, it was like a good 15 minutes. And my blind old eyes, I couldn't see squat. I was scrolling through it. I passed like 15 times. But yes, I agree. That one, I would love to get a Damascus one. I really would. And I was looking at them, and there's none in stock. I mean, you can't find them right now. And then when I say in stock, I'm strictly probably going to buy it off of House of Blades, just because right now I've been talking to Chris. Chris is going to make sure that he hooks me up, but make sure that I find the right one. And so that's where they're out of stock at. But I could go ahead and I can get the Black Micarta large Sebenza right now. Well, I should pull it up and take a look here. But you also go on and say, and one of your favorites in your entire collection. Open message. I'm assuming what you're saying is you just sent me a message to take a look at it. Did you message me really quick? I don't see the message. But if you sent me a message of the picture of your knife, I will gladly show your beautiful knife off. If you want to actually just go and tag it to me on Instagram, and I'll pull it up on Instagram. Wade Knife and Tool, welcoming in Ricky here. So Ricky says, large Sebenza autocrat. I knew what you meant. I was just being funny. W. Get it? W. Wub. It's morning. Get over it. I have a Zaan, but it's the only Chris Reeves knife. So I'm just being silly. I have an idea how this... Oh, you have no idea how the Sebenza feels. So I'm basing it, the Sebenza, off of the Nkosi. And I think the Sebenza, in my opinion, based on just looks-wise, looking at it, really you're just not going to be getting these finger grooves. And I think there's some other thing. I think it has a small washer. I'll have to look. We'll be looking that up. We're going to get more into detail on this, of course. Jack, what's going on here? Good morning. Jack, there was something I was trying to tell you. Oh, yeah, Jack, I dropped my video on making. This is not the watch. This is actually the Monterey Kitty Hawk. Monterey Watch Go. Brownie BA over there. Check out my links if you do want to get hooked up with this. This is one of the only field watches that I wear. I typically wear dive watches, but switching up a little bit here. A really, really beautiful watch. It's clean aesthetics. Ooh, it's just good. But Jack, what I meant to tell you is I dropped the video on making the do-it-yourself watch kit from Do-It-Yourself Watch Club. And it was wild. It's a 20-minute video. This is the video that if you want to sit down and watch, it's more kind of put it in the background. Listen to the music. I got some just good vibes from, I would say, bluesy. And every now and then I go in and I talk about what I'm doing. But the beginning and the very end is how I talk about it. But the 20 minutes, like I said, sit down and just chill with it. You know, if you got nothing to do, throw it on the background. Maybe you're doing something in the shop. Just listen to it. And it's more of a artistic style. It's not a how to build watch video. That's what they put out there. They at Do It Yourself Watch Club actually give you the videos how to make this watch. That wasn't my goal for this video. So if you go in there and you're thinking, oh, Mike's going to teach me how to make a watch, I'm going to build it based off Mike's video. You're not going to, you may learn some stuff maybe just by watching me go through it and kind of finding out what I do and how I'm doing it, but it's not a how-to guide. I'll tell you that right now. But I'd appreciate it if you like it. You like watches at all. It's just a fun artistic style video. Like it says 20 minutes. My shorts do way better if they're 12 seconds. That's where people clearly like more than long videos. But I wanted to do it, and it was kind of my thank you to Do It Yourself Watch Club for hooking me up, because building watches. We're talking getting into buying a Chris Reeve knife for $500-600 smackaroonies, and those bones are high up there. But you talk about watches, that's like nothing for a watch. Like that's like a low end watch, and so yeah, it's tough. Ricky, welcome in. Taylor, Brad, Rocky, good morning, brothers. And who else here? Jack was thinking about the small Sebenza. They got a few small Sebenzas. Got the plain Jane, Marcarda, and I love my Nkosi. Like I said, this is the small Nkosi. It's great for everyday carry. And I think I'm gonna be taking this apart today. I'll probably show you guys, bring you along here. I want to put the other lanyard on here, and I want to Loctite it. I think I'm not really a fan of the color of that lanyard. I want to put the other lanyard back on there, the original one. But I'm ready to Loctite it up, I think. So I want to start really using it more and more. Once again, we talked about earlier in the live here, behind me here, I got a display, and it kind of hung out up there for a couple of weeks, and I kind of forget things that are up there because I don't see them. So that's on me here. My Journey EDC says Sebenza and a watch. So you're saying buy a Sabenza and a watch. Man, what do you guys think? I'm loaded over here? I'm poor. I would love to buy another watch. One of my latest watches is the Seiko, and Tim over at Monterey Watch Go sent over these straps for the Kitty Hawk, but these leather straps look dang good on this Seiko. One of the knives that watches I really, really enjoy. I like Seiko. I'm poor, and Seiko is not a poor man's watch, but it's a watch that is kind of like a gateway. It's kind of like the I've heard Seiko being said it's like the Spyderco of watches. You know, you got your lower end ones, you've got your Japanese ones, you know, so on made. But it's kind of how Spyderco is and stuff. You know, it got entry level with your Seiko. What is it, like the dress or the SK dress? SK asks. It's not a diver watch; it's more of a watch like this field watch, where you can get for like 100 bones, and then you can get the sports, and then you get into there's just a whole line of them that just keep going up all the way to the Grand Seiko, where you can spend damn near Rolex bucks on there. You know what I'm talking about? And that's kind of how Spyderco really is. So I kind of like the journey with Seiko, just kind of like I like the journey with Spyderco. They make knives. Spyderco makes knives for everybody out there. You know, depending the budget, depending the need. I think it's cool, and that's kind of how I look at Seiko watches. Mark says the Rosie is so good. You guys are gonna fiend me for jealousy over here. I've never held a Rosie. I'm afraid to hold a Rosie. I've held some expensive knives, and I feel like the Rosie, the moment I get one in hand, it's going to be like, I'm going to flip that baby open, and it's going to make me want it really, really a lot. Like, I grabbed this one because it reminds me of kind of how the Rosie would be. I'm going to go like that with the Rosie, and then I'm going to put it in my pocket, and whoever hands it over is not getting it back because it's going to be mine. Jack says here, getting a Sabenza is probably as far as I'm going to go. You say that now, but I doubt it. You're gonna fall down this rabbit hole. It's not gonna happen. It's climbing the ladder. You're gonna get up there. You're gonna keep climbing. You may climb back down. I've done it many times. You may climb down halfway down, but then you're gonna go up a little bit, and then you're gonna go back down. You're gonna go up just a little bit more. Then you go back down. Eventually, that ladder is gonna be the stairway to heaven. Forbidden song to play in a guitar shop. Just so you guys know, you can't play Stairway to Heaven on guitar in a guitar shop. Weldon Knife, welcome in, Ricky. Ricky says, what's going on, Weldon Carey? What have we got? Okay, so Weldon Carey says, I met you, Zach and Taylor, at the meet and greet in Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Great day. I plan on being there. Hopefully, I get to meet you guys there as well. Let's see here. Wade says, Knife Nut 69. Heck yeah. I need to get on it. What did you say? I missed that. I missed that one. Oh, Wade Knife and Tool. I did miss you here. Knife Nut 69 says, Wade Knife and Tool. I already got to jump on the pre-order. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Where did I leave off in the chat here? Hell yeah, man. That was a blast. Dude, I hope I get to see you guys soon and do that here. Brad welcoming in. Sup, Ricky? Miranda, what's going on? Good morning. Happy Friday. Grab yourself a copy. Pull up a chair. Let's talk EDC. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Had a good time. You guys are making me jealous. You know, it's all the talk of Blade Show. Now we're talking about the meet and greet. I know that was last year. That's coming up in October. Am I correct? I got to get my dates right here. Hopefully I can make that work out for me. Let's see here. What's up, Brad? Welcome, Miranda. From whatever you know, Sid says, I think both would make great users, but the Zaan seems to draw more attention on Instagram photos. So as a marketing side, you know, me loving to post pictures of beautiful knives, that's where the Zaan, I can agree with you, but the Zaan makes sense. But man, do I go with the photography Instagram side of myself, or do I go with the side of myself that's going to take out that knife, bring it camping with me, and use the bananas out of it. Tough call. I love the harpoon blade though. And then, although here's this, I don't want to give I'm okay. The Zaan gang patches, they're out there. Peter McKinnon made those a thing. I think Peter McKinnon actually is a fan of the Sebenza now, maybe, and I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But I'm going to leave it at that. Let's just put it that way. I'd like to be part of the Zaan gang, but maybe be part of the Sebenza gang. No, Sebenza. This is going to happen. And now if I put it out there, somebody's going to steal the idea and I can't make it. But the Sebenza, so no. You can't do Sebenza gang. But I'm going to come up with something here. I think Brady and I have talked about in the past. We've talked about doing an Nkosi one. I think there actually is a Sebenza one out there. Dang it. I think you're right. It's the Nkosi one that's not out there. But I would like the patch. I think that'd be pretty sweet here. Jack just says, don't get a Rosie. Get a watch. Well, I mean, yeah, if I spend the money on a Rosie, you can spend that money on a watch and sit with my Omega. Ricky, I was looking at, you posted a picture of your Rolex, and I sat there and I had to pause it because it was on your story. I was just like, oh, Rolex. Oh, the little speech bubbles come above me. I need one. A little angel on one side is like, nah, you don't need one. You've got plenty of watches. And the devil on the shoulder, get one. Alpha Prime says, I love the Chavez in every way. So, okay, all right. Let me throw this out there then. Brad, because you said that. Chavez or Chris Reeves? I've been fiending for looking at that RCK9. I held the iconic one in hand and it was great. And I want to really love that knife. Man, see, I had to bring up Chavez. Chris Reeve, Chavez. I like the idea that Chris Reeve, the Sebenza 31 or a new one, would have, the in-house made screws. They really went into a lot of work making sure that those screws were super, super well done. So that to me is pretty cool. American made. I'm not really like a USA, made only, that's fine. Riyadh is a beautifully made knife. Riyadh makes awesome, great knives. So I got to know now here, I got to know Chavez or Chris Reeve. Alpha Prime also says here, y'all, Magna Cut or Crew Wear. My Yojimbo is in Crew Wear and I love it. That's also kind of what's been making me think I should wait. When did the Magna Cut Chris Reeve knife come out? It came out 2021 or 2022. Am I wrong? So when the Magna Cut came out there, will there be another steel? They were like 6 years behind. So I don't think we're going to see anything soon. So that was kind of my wait. Like, Magna Cut is great. I'd love to see it in Vanix. Don't get me wrong. Vanix would be blow up. I'd blow my money right now. I would get all the bones out of my wallet, throw them at Chris Reeve, and say, "Take my money. I need that in Vanix." But I don't think we're going to see that for a while. So I think I can wait. I think I will have to wait. So by getting a different one right now would be the idea. Magna Cut is good. Don't get me wrong. But what's the next steel out there? What's going to be? Is there going to be like Forever Steel, Magna Cut? What would it? Forever Cut, what is it? Unlimited Cut. I mean, what's the next steel? I mean, we've seen that. S90 was always the jam. M390 was the jam for so long. What is the next steel? You know what I'm saying? I digress. Let me move on here. Miranda says, personally, I say Crew Wear, but if you live in a wet environment, I'd say Magna Cut. I sweat a lot, and if my knife is in my pocket, I agree with Miranda when it comes down to wet environment. I'm going Magna Cut. I love my Crew Wear, but I got to have that corrosion resistant. It's humid. I like to fish. Sometimes I like to swim, and sometimes I get pushed in the water. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Miranda, says Knife Nut 69 here. And Sid says, get yourself a Swagsy Wands. I've been eyeing up the Tissot PRX Power Matic 80, stuck between light blue, black, green dials, but gold looks tempting. Oh, man. Okay. You know me. You know I like my blacked out stuff, but the blue on the Seiko and the blue on the Tisset, I'm going to say, Sid, green would be sweet because I don't have much green. Green with some gold because you got green for the money and gold for the honey. Just my opinion. You did send it. Let me take a look here, everybody. This is gonna maybe seal the deal with what you're saying. Rocky sent the photo, and it is beautiful. You said that 14 minutes ago. I need to catch up in this chat, guys. I am so sorry. All right, that is just absolutely beautiful, and thank you for letting me show this because last time I tried to find it on your Instagram, we spent way too much time. Yeah, that could seal the deal and making me want to get a Sabenza right there. You guys gotta let me know what do I get? Is it what do I get? Sid also says I gotta watch that watch build video you did. I'll check it out after my meeting. Do it. Just put it in the background, listen to it. Blues music. Eating Zaan pizza in the morning. What time is it? Oh, I guess it's 11 o'clock here. That's about right. Knife Nut says Sabenza has smaller washers that have to be custom fit because it also has a pivot bearing. And that's actually why I originally went with the Inkosi because of that large bearing, or not bearing, sorry, large washer. That was actually why I went with the Inkosi because that washer means business. You know what I'm saying? It means business. So when you say that, it's tough. Yeah, that would be cool to put a bearing in there. Westbound Brady just saw the shirt. Yes, EDC Outdoors Create. Love this shirt. I put this on thinking about you because this is the question that I was going to text you early this morning because I was like, Brady, I could get me a Sabenza today, or do I wait and get me the Zaan? You know what I'm saying? And I was going to text you and waiting for you to come in here, so I wore the shirt like, Brady's going to show up, he's going to see the shirt, and maybe he'll help me decide. MP EDC says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Friday. Grab a cup of coffee, pull up a chair. MPG. I'm trying to catch up here. Welcome. Here's a question here. I can't join the Zaan gang if you don't have a Zaan, so there's that. But you can join one if you got a Sabenza one. Sabenza social hour. Sabenza. There's got to be something cool that's going to come up there. Let me see here. Hey, we just welcome everybody. Appreciate you guys chatting it up here. Let me just see here. Invicta. Now you're talking Invicta watch, or you're talking something else? Because I don't think I can do it. Let me see here. Here we go. Kathleen Smith here. Good morning. Hello, folks. Good morning. MPG EDC says, Barbarian, I bought a Seiko Noise for $300 with a Swarovski. I don't know what crystal that is here. So somebody swapped out, so it's like a Seiko mod. And the glow in the dark, the Luma on Seiko is good. I'm curious what you mean by that. I'm gonna have to look up what that. I don't know what that crystal is. I know a few of them and I know what they are, but I don't know that one. I'm gonna have to check it out here. Jack, remember I said that. What did you say, Mark? What did you say? I missed it here. All right. Brad says, Mike, have you checked out the latest vid on the JRW Beverage Pro? I checked out your video. I watched that. It was sweet. It made me want to go grab a glass of whiskey and drink it, but I watched it when I was at work, so I couldn't do it. But great video. Also, I need to drop that down. Hey Brad, you can drop a link that you guys check out. Brad, he's doing some amazing stuff. You just got to do more stuff because we want to see. He got spicy content. Like, it's crisp, it's clean, it's cinematic, I guess you could say. Well and Carey says, heading out. Have a great day. Hey, have a great weekend as well. Appreciate you. I'm trying to catch up with you guys. I'm sorry. I know I am behind here. Jack Jess says I'm trying to get a tour of the Chris Reeves factory in Boise. After I'll get acclimated. Are they? Is that where they are? Is that where you are, Jack? I would love to. I hear they're growing. They bought. I don't know. Their neighbor or their the other place that was next to them left. So I think they've expanded even bigger. I know they have something like across the street. Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. Sebi Squad. Ooh, I like that. Sebi Squad. Ooh, I like that. That might have to happen. Okay. Ben's Bros. That's cool too. I like that too. I like that as well. I like the Sabenza over the Zaan. Okay. Guys, I haven't even looked at the poll. What is the poll at here? I think Zaan is winning at like 54% so far. That is way too close, guys. Way too close. MPG EDC, you better. You live there. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Come on. An Oyster Perpetual is only 6,000 bands. Sir, I don't think I can afford that. That's a lot of money. It'd be sweet though. Yeah, Knife 69. Utah. I can't wait. Kathleen says watches are a huge, wonderful rabbit hole. Used to be in. I have a drawer full of really nice ones that need batteries. I can't. See, that's where quartz movements. I don't want a battery operated. I'm all about the automatic and solar. That's where I go. I've got 5 watches over there that they're running great. They have batteries, but I don't wear them because I'm not really into battery operated. I'm into the automatic movement. I'd love to have a Swiss movement, but we're talking money, everybody. That's a lot of bones. Brownie, I have a 229 Liberator, and it feels a lot like a large Benza, but it's made in China. So it's a Riot made knife, and that's okay. It is made in China. That's fine. I couldn't really get myself into that one. I could probably buy it right now. I know there's one that I saw recently. It doesn't have the Hellboy horns. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know. I'm not right there yet. It would be a lot cheaper than looking at a Chris Reeves. Ooh, just get a Van X. That's a lot of money though. You're looking at a Rosie. They're just expensive. I'd love to, Mark. I would. Did he just say Tisset? Did I say it wrong? Did I say it wrong? It's okay. He'll learn. I am not good at words. Words are hard. Get an Explorer. Yeah, see, that would be nice. And I don't know. I like to collect, and sometimes collecting comes with quantity over quality, if that makes sense. Because although that doesn't make sense, because why should I? I should get something that's really good money. And buy one, cry once is out the saying, but that's no fun. That's not called collecting. That's just called buying. That's the reason I only own one vehicle that I drive every day. My wife's got to have a vehicle, so then that's 2. But I don't get to have her vehicle. I get to have mine. If I had money, I'd buy so many vehicles. Anyways, I know you're talking about the Watch Explorer. That was not where that was meant to go. My bad. Rolex Explorer. What? I gotta check. I gotta do a little research on that. Don't they have a Rosie in 15 V2? I feel like I've seen people. I would have to check. I try not to look at too many Rosies because it just makes me want one. So I try not to do the research on knives that I can't get my hands on too close. Yo, what's going on, Cuddy Maniac? Yo, what's in the pockets? Currently rocking the Micarta Axon. I'm currently carrying the Street, the Chavez, and I'm carrying the SOG Power Pint. All blacked out. The Bastion Pen in black. And then the Kitty Hawk by Monterey Watch Co. And the Dango wallet, very minimal. You see this quite a bit here. The Dango wallet in leather. I'm a fan of that wallet. It's minimal and it's got aluminum, so That chassis is going to hold my credit cards in there nice and tight without bending them. Let's see here. Ricky, what's up? I missed you at Blade Show last year. Mark says, Miranda, yes, they did for one of the shows. Oh, okay. Let me go here. Everyday Minimalist, what's going on, my guy? Says Zaan for the win. See, I don't know. I just don't know. It seems like the poll is at like 54% right now for Zaan. I want to, but then I gotta wait. I could get the Sabenza right now. So you're saying it's worth the 4-month wait? I'm not going to spend that money though. I've got it sitting in the PayPal account. I don't think I can wait that long. I've got a problem here. 7-minute delay. Am I that far behind? Let me catch up here. Speedmaster all day. All day says everyday minimalist. Ooh. That would be sweet. I would be down for that here. Let me see here. Let me catch up here. Yes, they do have Rosie's in 15V. You heard it. You heard it. EDM says they do. Most people start collecting with quantity. Then once you learn more about quality, and that you're absolutely right, and I think we all do, because you're learning, and that's smart to go with quantity because you want to know what you like. I mean, we start out with them low end knives. We started with the knives that maybe cost $40. You know, one of my first knives that really kind of dropped me down this rabbit hole of wanting knives was the Smith & Wesson. It was like a $45 knife over at my local Shields. I picked it up, I bought it, I thought I was the coolest guy in the block, and then I learned about other knives. Benchmade, of course, one of the bigger ones. Benchmade Bug Out was kind of like a grail after I got that one. So I didn't get the Benchmade Bug Out because at the time I wasn't really ready for something like that. And I went with the Grizzly Ridge because it had steel liners. It had the same type of steel. It was just a little bit bigger. And to me, that was the knife that I thought it would be one and done, never going to get another one. And then I went on and got something else and just go down this rabbit hole of knives, and you find out what you like more so you can start spending the money. Then getting like Giant Mouse, I realized, I like the CRK TLR. I like, Jesper Voxna's designs, and there's so much out there that it's good to go with the quantity because you find out what you're going to spend your money on. I realized I like these smaller knives, and that's why I was able to talk myself into spending that kind of money. I loved that Benchmade Grizzly Ridge, which happens to be I wish I had it in front of me, the exact same size as the Street. So I knew what I liked. I knew the size of what I liked, and that's what happened. Oh, what's this here? Oh my God, I want a Squid Hydra Balisong. Oh, that would be sweet. Let's see here. You'll see me there for sure. Oh, heck yeah. Let's see here. Ricky says, buy whatever speaks to your soul, man. Opinions are great, but ultimately go with what's going to bring you most joy. And that is 100% what I do, but I like to hear what's out there. And I just want to let you know the poll is moving up. It's about even, guys. Get on that poll. Let me know. Ricky also says, I want to see you at West, Brandon. I agree with Ricky. I agree. No, Ricky's right. He absolutely. I definitely agree. Everyday Minimalist says, you coming to the wedding? I'll see you at West too. Wait, aren't you getting married like the weekend of the Blade Show? Like, am I wrong? Ricky, get on it. The deadline is closing for the RSVP. You better get on that. How are you going to make it? I mean, I guess it works out, but I'm going to be honest with you, Brandon, if you're getting married like at the same time, no way are you going to be able to make it to West. I mean, and forgive me if I forget my dates here. I'll catch up in the chat. Maybe you're letting me know here. Shit. Thanks for reminding me. I got to get the dates for the trip. Let's see here. Excited to see you there. And, it's a week before. Okay. I'm still going to tell you, no, the week of the wedding, you're going to have to plan like 3 weeks. Just so you know, the week after, your wife, now fiance right now, she's going to be like telling you, the week after your wedding, you got a lot of things to do. You got all the things you get from your wedding. You got some like downplaying. And the week before is all planning for the wedding. So trust me, I'm married, and I will tell you, it's a 3-week. It's not just 1 week of the wedding, it's a 3-week thing. You got the before, the of, and the after. So hear it from me. I hope you make it. I hope you make it to West. I really do, and I'm glad that you're not getting married during Blade Show. I probably won't be at West. I will most likely be at Smoky Mountain Knife Works because working with the Crispy Donut community, helping me out. We got a place to stay, so I wish I was going to West. I really wish. I'm just telling you. You know what? You're going to be married, and it's a beautiful thing to be married. But she's gonna let you know, because now it's the marriage. It's the marriage. She's not going to stop you from buying knives, though. Trust me. Mine doesn't stop me. As long as she doesn't stop you from buying the things you love, that's all that matters. But you have to let her know that you're going to Blade Show, and you will come back and help her with the after wedding stuff. Like I said, there's a lot that goes on. I don't know if you're going on a honeymoon or anything like that, but don't go right away. Don't go right away. Wait. We waited until like 4 or 5 months to go on a honeymoon. It was awesome. It was awesome. Heading out here. Hey, have a great weekend. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you. Happy great Friday as well. Of course, weekend starts right now for me. Let's see. Miranda says here, I'm going to use some saved money at Blade West and buy some knives. But also, presents are nice. Yeah. Yes, I would agree. Everyday Minimalist, Benchmade or Chris Reeves. Oh, okay. That's where this came from. CRK. So I'm still waiting for Brad to answer my question about Chavez, Chris Reeves. Which one? I'm gonna go down here, and I want to check that poll. 54% saying Zaan still looks like here. I wish I could see that poll a little bit better. I can end the poll. We're not going to end that for a little while here. Not for a little while. Let's see here. You know what? I was going to also let you guys know. What was I going to let you guys know? There was something I had in my brain, and then I lost it. Brain fart. Need a sip of coffee. Black coffee. No creamer. No sugar. I'm going to start taking apart my Nkosi here. That's what I was going to do. I wanted to not take it apart. I wanted to Loctite it. Which Loctite do you guys use for your screws? Do you use red or blue? I'm going to go with blue today, but red or blue, I think I'm going to go with blue because why is it sticky? On the caps must be. Ooh, brother. How's that? How's that go? Ooh, brother, what's that? I don't know why it's sticky. One of the caps might have got loosened up just a tad bit here. Look up. Oh, yes, I definitely do that. Let me I need to pin that here. Hey, I would go with the Zaan and a small Sabenza or small Nkosi. Well, I've got a small Nkosi, and I love it. So you would say Zaan? Based on just knowing that here. Never read, you madman. I don't even know why. Oh, you know why I have the red? It's putting optics on a pew pew. That's why I have the red, because I usually don't take the optics off. Once I have it ready to go, I usually don't take it off. But that's why I have the red. Let's get a little toppy downy here. Add the stage here. What do you guys? Do you guys like it like this? Or should I? Let's see here. Red. Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. How do you guys like it like this or like this? I'm gonna be taking this apart. Would you guys? Which one do you guys? This is A or B. A or B. I don't know. I haven't got my eyes checked in a while. I thought that was funnier in my head. But I'm going to take this apart because I want to Loctite it. B? I can't remember. Is this B? don't even remember which one I was going with. You guys like the smaller or the bigger one? This current one, let's just call this one current other. Let's just go with that. I don't even remember what I said. I'm losing it. But I want to Loctite it. They have nice. What? Who does? Did I miss it? All right. I'm going in here because I think I'm going to put this back on there. What are you guys up to today? Anybody doing anything fun here? Is this A? EDC Master, is this A? Get my tools out. Might as well polish the washers while you're at it. I used to polish my my triggers on my pew-pews, and I'm just gonna let you know it's not a good idea. That I did, like, I'm trying to think if I did 4 or 5 of them one day, and one of them I polished up way too much, and I don't want to say too much, but it was a brand that starts with a G, and the trigger was, I don't even know if I can say that on here, was very, very fast. Let's just put it that way. To the point where you didn't have to use it. You just had to push it once, and you would go through the entire magazine. If you guys are into polishing things, be careful. I'm just going to leave it at that. Here. All right, let's see here. What do we got here? Yes, this is perfect. You like? I don't know. It's something a little different. I like I said, I'm gonna take this apart here. I was gonna make a full video of this once, and I did, and it didn't turn out very well. Where to begin? Let's start with the clip. I would use, like, my own ones, but why not use the proprietary ones that come with the knife? You know what I'm saying? Why not just use it? They give them to you for a reason, so they're going to be perfect fit. Because we know that, well, if you don't know, they make their own screws, so I'm sure they make the tools to be exact. Loctite thread locker. We're going to be using the blue in case we decide to go with something different. You know me, I can be a little spontaneous and change things up a little bit. Kathleen, you were going with B. I don't know which one was B, and I will be up front with you. I can't remember which one I was even saying. I was too into being funny with my optometrist. Is it optometrist? Is that what you call that? Is that who does your eyes? Clearly, I need to go because my eyes aren't that good. All right. So the idea now is, if you know this, I probably won't be able to use this knife this weekend because I am taking it apart, which is probably not a good idea to take a knife apart and then start using it because you want that Loctite to seal up really well. This is one thing that does suck. Why do they do that? I don't like the free spinning. I don't like when they do that. The free spinning. Why do they do that to us? Then you gotta have you use 2 tools. I can't remember the exact name here. I also gotta remember. You guys do that for me a favor. Remember which end goes which. All right, let's take this part out. Your eyes can't be too bad. Yeah, I did that watch build, and I went and rewatched it. When I rewatched that watch build, I was very, very impressed on how well it. I mean, and maybe you can't tell in the video, but how well it actually showed up when like I'm zoomed down. It did not look that good in real life. Like I could not see it that well. The video, I would have been better off like literally looking through my camera and like having that on another screen because it was so much easier to see it that way. In real life, it was not that easy. Jack says here, Loctite seals under pressure, not from drying. Oh, so it should only take. Oh, see, I was always told you should wait. So what you're saying is I can use this weekend. We were supposed to go camping. Wow, that's the first time this has ever not just come apart. This is probably not a good idea to be doing this live. Taking apart a knife live is not always a good idea. Oh, I'm missing that one. Jack, did you just make your name after the after the Incredibles? I love the Incredibles. One of my favorite Disney movies. There must have been some on here before. It was kind of difficult to pop out. Like these must have been Loctite at one time already. These washers are so big, which is awesome. Call me crazy, but read the instructions. You talk about taking this knife apart. Am I being stupid doing this live and I should just be reading the instructions instead? That's what my friends called me for a while. All your friends called you Jack for a while? You talk about taking this knife apart. I should be reading the instructions. Probably should be. It'd probably be a good idea in all honesty. I've taken it apart a few times for cleaning. They have instructions on here. I said, I've taken it apart a few times. I've cleaned it up when I first got it. No to Loctite. So, okay. So, I have almost lost a screw on here. And I want to put a little Loctite on there because it worked its way back out. I want to put Loctite in there because, like I said, it happened. And I almost lost it. It was amongst some friends. And I was like actually bragging about the knife. I was like, hey, check out this sweet knife. And it was kind of embarrassing. Damn, I stepped away after I talked. What did you say? I don't even remember what you said. Use blue Loctite. Yes, blue is the way to go. I know. I have red, and I'm not going to use red on this because this is probably going to come apart again. Don't worry. I'm going to be using blue. That was just being funny. Use my trusty, awesome Hank here. I'm going to wash these up a little bit here. When I say wash, I like to. I'm not going to go crazy. I don't want to polish this, but I do want to clean them up a little bit. I'll put new stuff on there. Gotta let it dry or use a heater to speed the process. So Jack says differently. Westbound Brownie almost did red Loctite. He said no, it was a joke. I wasn't really going to use the red one. Oh, no. Red Loctite and cross thread. I am not going to permanently ruin this knife. Never get it. You guys are I'm not going to read the chat. You guys are getting me in trouble. You're going to get me in trouble. You're going to get me in trouble. All right, where was I? I'm going to use the lubricant that comes with, what do they call it? The grease that comes with it. The Chris Reeves grease. I don't think you need a lot of it. Shoot, I don't remember how these go in anymore. That was dumb of me. Looks like it doesn't fit very well. If you look at it, it doesn't like line up. Anyway. How much of this grease do you guys put on there? That's the real question. Way too much. You can already see it. You guys probably can't see it, but I can see it. Way too much, I bet. I like to put it on my fingers and run it around like that. This is just how I do it. I am not a professional. I am not a professional. I'm a professional at messing things up, though. I'll tell you that much. Yo, what's going on? So one drop of lube for the bearings. I'm taking apart my 229. But bearings are different than these washers. Look how big those washers are. This is what makes this a work knife. So what makes Chris Reeves what they are. Chris Reeve knives. And like I said, that's kind of what I'm thinking the Sebenza might be the way to go. Oh my, somebody had to say it. Somebody, no grease. Just gotta do it. That's how I clean my knives. I like that. That's funny. I think that's funny. And I get so nervous taking apart my knife. So I apologize if I'm going slow. You guys are probably like, giddy up, Mike. Let's go. But I get nervous. I don't want to mess this up. Probably pretty boring. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Shut off some reason, but it cooked. What? What did I miss here? What happened? Oh, it's not boring. I hope not. I'm just like I said, I want to do this, and then I figured, you know what? Let's do it live. You guys can watch me make a mistake. And who was supposed to be the one to tell me which side this goes on? Whose job was that? A watch a day and a watch day stream. Oh, okay. If you guys watched that video, let me know. Like I said, it was kind of an artsy style video. So, just a little different. For the record, I'm not going to Loctite that. I'm going to leave that one in there, not Loctited. Out of curiosity, do you guys do this where you kind of open it and you unlock it? I've realized that with like the Benchmade, Bug Out, the whole Deca, if I open it up and I put it in there and I close it, I have a lot better luck with it falling into place. There we go. Put the cap back on this before it leaks all out. Henry's asking, do you have a tank of gas? If I take apart a watch, that would be even more. Maybe someday I will for you, Jack, just for you. Maybe I will one of these days. That would be. I'll do it. I'm you know what? The problem with the watch is I would need a closer in camera because it would be hard to show it like this. Like a knife is actually large. The screws aren't as big, but watches, like it would take a lot more camera angles than just the top down like this. I'm just gonna finger tighten that one here. All right, we got 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, she replies here. Hey, Henry G, I have a gas stove and only cooked with gas on stove, but it's never 5E oven. Oh, we're talking about gas. We're talking, I think, miles per gallon. Anyways, Knife Nut says, I went to Loctite site to make sure. So here you go. A small amount will spread itself as you tighten. It does need 24 hours to fully cure, but bonds in 10 minutes. See, that's kind of what I thought too, is it takes 24 hours. And I think that's why like Lefty uses super glue, because yeah, I shouldn't touch it for 24 hours. But yeah, I think you're right. To fully cure. And yeah, you don't put a lot on. If you see, like, I'll barely put on the threads here. You can hardly even see it. Like, you don't need a lot of it. And I also don't want this just like spread all over the knife. I think that would just be gaudy looking. Yo, Phytonics, what's going on here? Good morning, happy Friday. And the other thing I do, it's not a pro tip, but it's a tip from me to you, is I'm not putting these super tight right away. I'm just kind of getting them in there. And that, not saying I'm a pro, it's just a saying that I'm not a pro. I'm just some idiot doing this live in front of a bunch of people who are probably laughing at me. He's doing it wrong. He's doing it wrong. Are you guys seriously or joking about no KPL? Wait. No KPL? I like KPL. What did I miss here? Who was talking about it? Yo, Pythonics, good morning. Happy Friday. It might be afternoon by now here. I'm asking because the way you said it sounded like you were out of gas, propane, or inquiring minds. Oh, gotcha. Are you guys seriously or joking about KPL? I'm using the Chris Reeves stuff that comes with it, but I use KPL. I like the stuff. I actually use the light because I am notorious for overdoing it. I use a little bit of it, and it's the light stuff because I overdo it. Yeah, no, I was baking banana nut bread. Yum. And the damn auto thing shut off, and I didn't know they did that. I didn't. Oh, you were talking about that. Oh, okay, I was obviously space case. I missed it. Had to turn the oven on again. I thought we were talking about the live all of a sudden drop. Oh, we were talking. Were we talking about no KPL loop? See, I don't put a lot on. I just put a little bit. I thought we were talking about no Loctite. Somebody said. Maybe I misunderstood myself, and that's known to happen. And the reason I'm even using Loctite, like I said, is I had that where I was showing somebody the knife, and it popped out. The screw that was not Loctite popped out, and I was really embarrassed. And I was trying to talk up the knife, and this was like I'm not gonna say like a non-knife person, but a person that probably, wouldn't spend the kind of money that we spend on knives. So I was kind of like talking it up, and then that happened. I was like, yeah, that did not seal the deal for them wanting to buy that knife. Because sometimes, when you talk to somebody who doesn't understand buying an expensive knife, or doesn't believe in it, or you want to kind of convince them, maybe is the way to say it, that the reason behind buying a expensive knife, and then something happens to it, and then they're going to pull out their less expensive knife and be like, well, this cost me X amount. It's happened so many times. Well, this knife only costs this much, and look what it can do. My brother is one of those guys. He doesn't buy super expensive knives, and so he's notorious for always doing that to me, like, well, look what my knife can do. And so I hear it all the time. Wow. Almost dead nuts right away. Almost dead nuts right away. Oh, man. All right, let me catch up here. I've just found the 229s hidden over travel stop. That's cool. I thought that's why what the pocket clip was for. You talking about the what this screw is for? No, that's not what we're talking about. Yeah, you were just taking yours apart, Jack. Is that right? You're building it. Or you're working on your knife while I'm working on my knife. I think at the same time. I'm not sure that bread came out great, and you got my mouth. I'm sure that bread came out. Any banana bread that anybody makes I love banana bread. Actually, banana bread, fun fact, is what can make me happy. On a bad day, if I'm having a bad day or I'm angry, hangry, if I'm having a bad day or anything like that, banana bread is the key to my heart. My mother-in-law had some banana bread muffins with chocolate chips, and we're going up there this weekend, and I hope she still has some because they were so good. They were so good. Look at that, almost dead nuts. You guys see that? Now, ooh, she's smooth. And if you know, the Nkosi is not a super drop shutting knife. It's not supposed to be like that, but it's a little stiff. It's a little stiff. Okay, let's see here. Let me catch up here. I like chatting with you guys. This is more fun than doing this by myself. It's a little spike that goes into the notch of the handle. And you can't see it from the outside. So is it on the show side? I'm assuming it's on the this side that you're talking about, Jack. I'm tempted now to take this apart and find out what you're talking about. He isn't using KBL. He is using the proprietary lube. Yes, I'm using what the man himself sends with you. The Chris Reeve knife. This is actually grease, and it's net weight 5 grams. Okay, but yeah, I like to use what it comes with because there's a reason. Same reason I'm using the proprietary tools that come with it. There's a reason I'm not using mine. These are fit to fit the in-house made screws. So if they're sending this stuff with your knife, you better use it. I mean, it'd be silly not to, in my opinion. It'd be silly not to. It came out a little overcooked, but it wouldn't have been a little overcooked and undercooked. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with something being overcooked. Yeah, Jack, you got me thinking. Maybe that's what I should do right now is open up that Chavez and take a look at that next. Oh, I shouldn't be using this, but the only thing I did was I didn't Loctite the pivot. I don't like Loctiting the pivot because I'm always monkeying with it. I only Loctite the pocket clip and then the 3 screws that hold the scales or handles, however you guys want to call them. That's the only thing I did do the Loctite on. And then, of course, cleaned up the washers a little bit here. Let's see here. I'm hoping my skiffs came in today. What do you get skiffs for? I want to get skiffs for my giant mouse Tribeca. I think that's what I'm going to do next is get some skiffs for that. Because they're not that expensive, and it'd be fun to make that Tribeca even more buttersmooth. I love the Tribeca. It's on the lock side. So you're saying it's like a little spike in there, huh? You know, you're gonna get me to open this up today. I'm looking inside there, trying to see. Man, I should clean this. This is dirty. I should take that apart. It's a little dirty. Let's see here. Barbarian, I sent a loaf to M-Bomb in Arizona. It was sitting in the mailbox for an hour in that heat. That's where you would want to undercook it. He said it smelled like that when it came out of the oven. Oh, that's cool. And his mom approved. That's sweet of you. Ooh, homemade jerky. Now that's also another one of those like banana bread is like that home good feeling in beef jerky. I love making I don't have a smoker. I'm a griddle Blackstone type cooker. But I've air fried, not air fried, sorry, dehydrated my extra meat left over from when I go deer hunting. And I like making jerky out of that. I've tried making duck jerky, and duck jerky didn't turn out that great. I'm getting skiffs for your Spyderco smock. Oh, heck yeah. Now that'll be sweet. The Ace Biblio, supposed to be fall shut smooth. The Biblio, it's kind of a work knife, I would say here. It's basically brand new, and it feels dry. A little dry feeling. So when you're opening it, like here, this is supposed to be a knife that you're supposed to go like this smooth, is my understanding. But I like it just a little bit quick. I don't like my Inkosi. Like I said, this is a work knife. It's supposed to be like the knife that's traditional almost feel. It's not like this. You guys seen this is the Flista. I call it the sorry, not Flista. This is the, I'm gonna say it wrong here. I should pull up the brand. Actually, you know what? I should pull up the brand of this knife. This is a pretty sweet knife. It is M390. I call it the Tiger Shark titanium scales. Such cool. But anyways, what I was saying here is this is a drop shutty knife. The Inkosi is not supposed to be like that. So I'm assuming what you're saying then here. Let me go back to what you said here. The Biblio, I would say the Biblio is supposed to, in my opinion, be kind of like a drop shutty. At least the one I was using wasn't, but because it wasn't broke in, I would take it apart and maybe throw a little lube on there and see what happens. You guys making me hungry too. That bread was like 6 pounds. Oh my God, with how my husband packed that thing. 6 pounds of bread. Holy dang. It was a $15 a ship. I believe that. I didn't even think about shipping banana bread. Never thought about that. Yeah, you're taking yours apart right now. And see, maybe I'll do that next year. I got the Inkosi rocking and rolling. I should go set this aside. Let's take this one apart. Let's take apart this, because now I'm curious what you're referring to. Just double check. Do these tools work? I don't think I have the right tools for it though. I was hoping these ones would work. The Chris Reeves ones. Let's see. Maybe we'll do that. We're gonna take that one apart for a different day. You guys spent how much time with me cleaning and taking this apart? I'll do that at a different time here. Hey Palmer, what's going on here? Good morning, happy Friday. Palmer says large Sabenza is light years better than the Zaan, and you love your Zaan. I know you're a Zaan fella. Okay. Gosh, I don't know, guys. Get on that poll, because the poll still says Zaan. Zaan has a 3% lead right now. Make sure to clean it well, Jack. Last time I took my Chavez apart was to dye the jade scales. It might not be on yours. Mine is a brand new. Oh, I was gonna say I don't remember seeing when I took it apart. So you're right. It may not be on mine. I don't remember seeing it. I forget how much I love that knife. Well, I'll take that apart at a different time. So I have a feeling that it's going to be the Sabenza maybe. Maybe I hold out and I wait for the Zaan to come out with something different before I pull the trigger on getting me a Zaan. Chavez knives. I'm with you, EDC Master. I'm with you. I love my Chavez. And I've been looking at the RCK9. See, that was the other thing. maybe you guys can help me. Maybe you guys can change my mind today. Should I go with the Chavez RCK9, save some money, or should I get a large Sabenza? Chavez, I like the idea of this one. Chris Reeves knives, because I have a friend who is into knives, which is fun because I didn't know that before I ever kind of like made this channel. He started talking to me and like talking about the knives, and it's more fun because it opens up about it, and he tells me what knives he's got. He showed me some knives he bought, and he's into cooking knives and stuff, which is even cool as well. And he showed me. Oh, yeah, I was gonna show this, guys. Somebody told me to read the instructions, but he was showing me his knives, and he goes, "I would love to check out a Chris Reeve knife." And I said, "Oh, I wish I would have had this that weekend I was hanging out with him." And then that's what kind of made me think I should get a large Sabenza, and he would go wild because he's never held one. I was like, I should do that, and I was kind of a reasoning behind it was like that would be fun to just be able to show him that. So here's the Nkosi. Yeah, you're right. Who was that? Was that you, Gabe? You said I should read the instructions. I should have here. The assembly applies in all variations of the Nkosi. And I'll be honest with you, this is actually incorrect. If you guys saw me take this apart, these instructions are wrong. If you guys were following along, the pivot is actually 2 pieces. In here, it shows a screw. And what do you want to call that? A pivot washer? What do they call number 6? They call number 6 a stop pin. Well, number 8 here, the pivot pin, and number 9. Those are all together. It was 2 pieces. They've got 4 pieces, and I didn't take apart 4 pieces. Unless mine are so Loctited from the previous person, mine are 2 pieces. I noticed that the first time I ever took it apart too. But anyway, I wanted to show off those instructions. I love that they come with stuff like this. Here's mine. Mine was March 24th, 2020 that this one came out. Mine's the natural cannabis micarta inlay Tonto with the CPM S35VN. I love this. This is what I love about the Chris Reeves stuff here. So in 2000, oh, that's cool. The knife collaboration of the year, Green Beret. Oh, that's cool. 2003. In 2007, American Made Knife of the Year. 2005, Collector Knife of the Year, 21st anniversary. Overall Knife of the Year, the Zaan, 2008. See, that's what makes me kind of think that they would be cool. In 2009, they were the Kitchen Knife of the Year. In 2018, they were American Made Knife of the Year. That's kind of cool. So Manufacturing Quality Award in 2000, 2001, 2003, 2013, 2015, and 2019. It's cool. I will never throw this box away. I don't ever plan on getting rid of this knife. It's kind of cool. It just means something to me. You know, I'm always going to keep the stuff together. It's just cool. My wife goes through my knife boxes and says that I should throw them away, but I'm not going to do that. I really like these boxes. I try not to get rid of any knife boxes, especially this one. My Chavez box I still have. It's just cool to kind of look back here. 6A4V titanium. I don't know. It's just cool. Crucible CPM. You know, in my opinion, these will always be the 2 knives that have always been kind of like the Grail knives. You've got Riot made, you got American made. You know, Chris Reeve definitely paved the way for knives today. Everybody wants to copy the Chris Reeve knife. And on the other spectrum, nobody copies this knife. It's the only knife out there okay, I take this. Let me step back. This knife has been copied to an extent of a reputable maker. But they're the only one I think that could have done it. But the reason I think that people don't copy this knife is because of the skull clip. everybody who is not in the knives, I guess you could say, has said, "Oh, the skull clip is too gas station knifey." Blah 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 blah. I think that's why they don't do it. But the people who know knives and they see this are like, Chavez, all the way, absolutely, all the way. So, I think that's what's kind of cool. Like, it's a knife that doesn't get copied versus a knife that does get copied. Every like off-brand, every knife maker out there basically is tried to copy it. And I don't mean that in any disrespect, because here's the other thing. You didn't know it. The frame lock, the true frame lock, was invented by Chris Reeve as well. That's what I talked about. He paved the road to knives. Spyderco didn't invent it, but Spyderco paved the way when it comes to pocket clips. Chris Reeve paved the way for frame lock and some of the steel, of course. It's cool. I think that these two knives mean something to me. So I'll never get rid of them, and I use them. I use them a lot. Let me just go check. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I kind of missed out on what you guys were talking. I kind of went on a tangent. I just found a little rust. Oh, no. Where did you find the rust on? Oh, it wiped off, though. It was probably a piece of dirt. It was just a piece of red dirt. We good. I'm giving you the thumbs up because no rust. No rust in your knives. That's why we take them apart. Okay, EDC Master says CRK. Okay. Let's see here. That's good to hear. Just wiped it off, Jack. Yeah. Jack says, I have the bronze Biblio and the inside is kind of green. Yeah, you're going to get that with bronze. It will do that. I slice apples. Well, that's the thing. The food prep probably doesn't do well with the bronze on there. That's why it's turning green. That's okay, though. Use your shit, as some people would say. And that's fine. I'm cool with that. Sweet instructions. They should make bigger versions like a poster. Oh, that would be so cool. You're right. I know like NAFS makes those posters. They make mats. That would be really cool if they would. That would be really fun, especially with all the achievements and stuff. That's pretty fun. And that is one thing, like I said, I liked about those as well. I would hang it on the wall for sure. I'd hang it probably right over here. If you're ever going to sell a CRK, you definitely need to save them. Absolutely. I don't think anyone would buy it without the box. I mean, if I'm going to buy a used high-end knife, I'm probably not going to buy it without the box. That's just me. What was it? There was a knife that somebody was selling. Oh, it was a. Here's the thing. It was a custom Chavez. It was cool. It had a good price tag on it. It didn't have the Hellboy horns. You guys understand when I say that Hellboy horns? You guys ever seen that movie Hellboy where he shaves off his horns? That's what I see. I don't call them screws in the forehead. I call them Hellboy horns. Just saying. Anyways, what I'm saying is they didn't have the box with it, and they had customized it. And I was like, I just wasn't there for it. I should pull that up. That was on Blade Binge. That's somebody. I wonder if it's still there. I wonder if it's still there. I'm gonna look it up here just out of curiosity. Let's see here. As I'm looking it up here, let me take a look here. If you ever start, if they ever start making a Chavez in the States, it would be awesome. They do, EDC Master. Chavez does make. That's where he started. He's from New Mexico. He started his knife making in America. He does have USA made Chavez. Well, I'll show you. They're expensive. He started making fixed blade knives, and these are just production runs. He does actually have USA made ones, a ton of them. They're just expensive. Which is why you don't see them very often. I'll definitely pull it up here. You can still get USA made Chavez, says Palmer. Absolutely, yeah, no, definitely. If I had money out there, like Lambo money, I would be buying them for sure. 100% would be buying them. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and I want to see if that knife is still there. This is take 228. Let's go here. Share screen. Remove. There we go. let's just take a look here, and I want to see if they do still have it. If somebody was selling it, and I'm all about Chavez. I love it. What do you mean by the? You talk about the 228, the Chavez? Is that what you're talking about, Brutal? Let's see. Just type in Chavez, and it's something. I'm not trying to knock it. I hope they do sell the knife. It didn't have the box on it. Oh, you know what? They're gonna give this bag here. What did it say here? Customize my Fanac. Oh, Fanac. I'm assuming fantastic edge. I don't know what that meant. With a yellow and blue ano. It has been carried and could use a sharpening. Action and lockup is great. There are some snail trails on the clip and next to the pivot. Not very noticeable. And I was cool. Like, it was like, I was kind of tempted because it, like I said, it doesn't have the Hellboy horns. I was tempted. It's kind of one of those knives like, that'd be pretty sweet, but I don't think I really like the ammo job. That's just my opinion. I'm not really digging it. It is also the S35. So this is like an OG street. I would probably, if I got this, I would probably, you guys hate me for saying this, I would send it to, was it like Knife Modder? And I would mod it out completely black. I would make that a completely all black. But then again, I already have it all black. But that would be even cooler. That's the Tonso. I got a drop point. So that'd be the way to do it, I would say, if I was buying this. Because I think the price is right. What, $250? It's a little bit up there. But I would be, like I said, it doesn't have the box. This is the reason I want to kind of show this. It doesn't have the box, so I wasn't really like in for that. It wasn't really kind of $300. They have some pretty good price Chavez here. The scapegoat, I thought about that would be cool. I go through here and always look and see what people are selling. There's a blacked out. I don't know. A lot of these have the boxes with them in the picture, so those are the ones I click on too. So if you are selling it, who said that earlier? If you are selling it, definitely keep your boxes. Let's take a look here. What else is anything on here? Think anybody has a Sabenza? I'm gonna buy mine from House of Blades. I'm gonna use my own code. Sorry, not sorry. I will be using my own code probably to buy it from House of Blades. Also, I do have a code on here as well. Remember Barbarian. You guys want a discount? Let's just see. Where are brands? We want to look up knife brand. I'm going to look up Chris Reeves, see if anybody is selling any Chris Reeves. Because Zaan, like I said, you guys still haven't. You guys are too close on that poll here. Let's see. Where is Chris Reeves? Chris Reeves. Why can't I find it? Oh. Okay. Oh, wow, I can't spell today or my eyes. I'm going to go with my eyes are bad. Forgive me. All right, let's take a look here. Try clearing your search filter. Oh, because I looked up Chavez here. Okay. I got to remember how to use this. So Palmer, you love your Zaan. You've got them both. Is that right to say? You have them both? And you would go with the large Sabenza, huh? Good to know. Good to know. I'm honestly genuinely gonna take that to heart. Let's see here. Okay, got a small sub. It's got to be a Magna Cut, because why not? You're gonna get it. It's got to be a Magna Cut. There's a small Nkosi. Man, the prices are way up there. This is the micarta one. I'm thinking the micarta one's the route that I'm gonna go. Just because I like micarta. I like the black. The price is right on it. Save some money, $450, but I could get a brand new one. Man, see that's what I got in hand right now, and I love that knife. I love this knife. I really do. I don't know. I don't know what knife brings me more joy, either my Chavez or my Chris Reeve. I don't know which one brings me more joy. Let's see here. Most of the time, the discount codes won't work on premium knives. Yeah, you're right. And now that you say that, Gabe, Chris Reeve is one of those that it doesn't work. You are actually right. Dang it. You've had both, Palmer. Sold them when downsizing. If I were to get another CRK, I'd get a Sebenza hands down. Okay, see that? I'm going to take that to heart. I'm literally going to take that to heart and believe that. Miranda, okay, MPG EDC. Well, I'm taking off. Have a good weekend, guys. Hope to see you Sunday live. Oh, you're going live on Sunday? I will be there. Heck yeah. Have a great weekend. Heck yeah, I'll be there. Oh, here's a Chris Reeve fixed blade. And I want to say this would be the American-made one. Am I right? Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure this Professional Soldier. I think this is the American-made one. Yes. Here you go. You want a American-made... Oh, sorry. This is the Chris Reeve. Sorry. I was thinking this is the Chavez because I put them both in there. But that would be sweet. That would be sweet to put a... to make this even cooler. How sweet would it be? I wonder if those... you can see that. You see where the lanyard is on there? I wonder if those would fit. That would be sweet to put a skull clip on there. That would be wicked cool. Sorry, that is the fixed blade from Chris Reeve. But they have American-made fixed blades and American-made. I should just pull it up all together. So MPG EDC, it's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so 9 my time. I will be there. Heck yeah. Hopefully I don't got too much going on Sunday. Heck yeah. I'd definitely be there to hang out. I'm gonna have to put a reminder. Gotta figure out how to get myself a reminder for it. After this live, I'm gonna go there. Ooh, any lefties out there? Here's a Tanto, a lefty. Nice, a lefty in Coasty. Okay. A Tanto. I'm being very specific. All right, let me do this here for you, just because I want to know. A USA-made Chavez knife. No, I don't think he sells them on his website. Who would we think has... Let me close a few pages, close this out here, and there we go. All right, Chavez American-made knives by Arizona Custom Knives. This is where I first started kind of looking at them, but let's take a look here. The early, holy smokes. Okay, so here's how to look at it. If you got some money, $1,350, so $1,000 more will get you an American-made Chavez. So, does that help you out? You can see why I don't own one and why you don't see them very often. The guys who have these, if you're like in the Facebook page, the guys who have these brag about it. And I don't mean that in a bad way. If I had it, I would be bragging about it too. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, it looks just like the Riot made, but there's going to be something about it. If you had that in hand, that you're going to be like, ooh, it's so good. And I can see it already. Maybe this is just mine specific, but the USA made one pivot is recessed. You can tell that would, to me, is a big deal for some people. Maybe they like that. Riot does a good job though for mass producing a bunch of them. Man, there you go. Yeah, 300. Yeah, you're not kidding. So this is why you don't see it very often. And these are all sold. Somebody's buying these. Here we go. Almost $2,000. I'm going to find the most expensive one. Let's see here. What is the most expensive? Relevance. We want the high to low. So I'm just curious. I mean, that'd be freaking sweet. Oops. Here is $1,795. That's like 3 Chris Reeve knives. Ooh, we got some Anno on there. And here's the thing. This is what bugs me though, is you're gonna spend that kind of money and the screws are actually recessed, but you're still gonna get the Hellboy horns. Once again, if I can show it on here, look at the screws though. The screws are more indented on there. They definitely do a better job in the USA made ones. But once again, I would rather, if I'm going to spend $1,800 on a knife, I would rather not have to have the screws in the head. It's just my opinion. The idea of Jack, I think you left, but the screws are to obviously remove it and to put the other clip that comes with it. If you're going to have a Chavez, you're going to want that. You're going to want the actual, in my opinion, you're going to want that skull versus, not. In my opinion, that's why you buy it. But if you take it apart, into that, you would have to completely take the knife apart, and that's how you remove the pocket clip. And that's where, in my opinion, not worth it. So I'd get rid of the screws. But man, if I'm spending that much, it will be encased and never used. See, that's the other thing. Oh, Jack, you don't use a skull clip? No kidding. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Do me a favor then. Take your skull clip and put it on your Benchmade. That would be awesome. Remember, I don't know if you guys were in my live. I tried to do that, and I didn't have the right screws. You have to have longer screws, and I didn't want to take out the Chavez ones. I want to see you do that, Jack. Put your skull clip on one of your Benchmades. But yeah, I'm with you, EDC Master. You're going to spend that kind of money, and then you're not going to use it. And to me, that's tough. That is tough. They should have cleaned the screws before taking the picture. Are they dirty? Oh my, no kidding. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that until you put that on there. That's hilarious. I don't mean to be mean, but yeah. Yes, it will fit. Yes. Do it for me. You will think it's the coolest thing. I tried to do it, but my screws weren't long enough, so I wasn't able to do it. I wanted to. I thought it would have been freaking sweet. Hey, what's going on, Greg? What's happening, my guy? Happy Friday. Welcome down to the Barbarian Bar. I kind of want to put it on something. Do it. Put it on. What Benchmade do you have here? Do it. That'd be pretty freaking sweet. And then send me a picture. I will show it off here. Put it on your Osborne. That would be freaking sweet. Osborne is a great Benchmade, by the way. Good choice. Yeah. Do it right now. And when you do it, tell me you sent me a picture and I will show it off because I want to see it. I just didn't have screws that were long enough. I was going to put it on the, I was going to put it on my bug out with the Flytanium scales. The lock stick is crazy on your Biblio. Did you take that apart and clean it? But yeah, anyways, I can't remember if we were talking about this, but yeah, USA made. They do make one. They do make them, I should say, is what I mean to say. Uh-oh. I lost my screen. There we go. Didn't mean to click. I clicked the wrong button. I do that sometimes. Ooh, this is actually what I wanted. I wanted to look at this one. Look at that. That is wicked cool. That is wicked cool. Does anyone know how to get rid of blade play on the Osborne? I've never taken apart an Osborne, but I would assume, just like anything else, take all the screws apart, put them in all back together, but don't put them super tight. And then slowly, just like putting on a car wheel, slowly go around, kitty corner, tighten them up until you get them down, and then go over the pivot, slowly get it in there, go back. Like I said, it's a process, but that's how I've done it, and that's how I've messed up knives by not doing that, and then you get it all sorts messed up. But I like I said, oh man, that thing is solid. Speaking of blade play, after taking this apart, I have to check it out. This thing is still solid. You guys saw Oh man, you guys saw me do it. You saw it live. That thing is perfect, man. I just can't get over how much I like it. Yeah, take it apart, slowly do it, just like when you're changing, like I said, a wheel. You start out by a lug nut and you slowly put them on, but you go kitty corner. It's just you don't want to rush it. I guess that's the dad in me giving out some dad information. I guess. Oh man, this is sweet looking. If I had $1,500 to blow, I would buy it. This USA made Chavez. Hands down, would be buying that right now. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to go over to my link tree, and I want to see how much we're looking at buying. Yeah, the screws are too short. I told you that was going to happen. You have to use the ones from the Chavez, most likely. I was going to buy some screws. Hey, speaking of an Osborne, there you go, right in there. Speaking of Osborne. Yeah, you have to use the screws from the Chavez because the Benchmade ones they are too short. Got some beads. I've been looking at those. I don't really like the colors. That orange just looks. I don't like the translucent ones. Dang it. I'll put my Benchmade clip on the Chavez. Yeah, that won't fit because you probably got the screws. Then take those. Okay, so take those screws. Then you take it from your Chavez, and then use that for your Benchmade. Just swap them. Is your coin still on sale? I need to get a blackout one before they're gone. Let me take a look here. Let's go over to Awesome Hank and see. This is how I'm going to look it up. I'm going to find... you are talking about the blacked out one from Awesome Hank, right? Let's see here. Just so you guys know, he is selling knives still, which is sweet. Got some QSPs on there as well. And you get a bead if you do buy a knife from Awesome Hank, and you can use my discount. All right, still a sale, $10. Holy shit. I just can't get over the price. So yeah, yes, they are here. I'll give you a link here. And you can use my code Barbarian and get a discount. There you go. I might actually keep the pocket clip off your Benchmade. It feels great without it. The Osborne makes sense without a pocket clip. I can see it, but to me, I have to have a pocket clip. I'm a pocket clip fiend. I just like them. So I would keep the pocket clip on me, but it probably feels good because it's the way the ergonomics are on the knife. I can see that. Yeah, $10. Wow, I don't know how many are left. It used to be 25. I think they were even 45 at one time. Heck yeah, there you go. Like I said, use my code, get a discount. So I don't even know what 10% off $10 is. Just out of curiosity, let's just see what happens. And let's see here. Go to checkout. Hopefully nothing populates in here. Put my discount code in there. Isn't available for this item. What? Maybe it's Barbarian 10? Maybe you changed my code. Oh, I apologize because it's on sale, probably. Ah, that's a bummer. Yeah, it's probably just because it's on sale. It is a valid, just not on this specific one. Okay. Oh, you know what that brings up? Let's just take a look here. If we get a knife, I'm just out of curiosity. QSP Unicorn. I do like that for $69. Let's just see what happens. Add the cart. This is the knife I might actually buy too. I'm just curious now. Yeah, it's because it's on sale, and then that I should know better. I should know better. Let's check out here. I'm just curious how much that code actually saves people. That's pretty cool. So if you get this coin and you get a knife, looks like you saved nothing. What? No. Must be free shipping. Total savings $7.90. Let's go here. Let's remove this. Oh, no, you do. If you buy something else, okay, so if you save $1, of course, off of $10. If you buy something else, you can use my code. So here's the thing. If you want it for $9, you buy something else like a knife. Maybe it's a loophole. And if you buy a knife, you also get a free bead with it as well. So what is the bead? Let me double check here. The bead, if you do buy a knife, by the way, you get a free bead. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So this is the bead you'd get. So you get a free $12 bead. If you buy a knife, you get a discount then off the coin. I mean, that's the way to do it. If you're looking for a knife, that's the way to do it. Like I said, when he told me he was going to sell the knives and he was going to actually sell the knives with a free bead, I was like, I'm down. That to me is a sweet deal. But what I was going to do, I was going to look up on House of Blades. How much is a Lars Sabenza? And if they're still in stock. They were on stock this morning when I was looking. So let's just take a look here. Yeah, you can't argue with $10. You really can't. Maybe add your Hank. That could work. Yeah, you go. How much? Let's take a look here. Let me go back here. I should clear the cart. If you don't want the knife. And let's see here. Large Sabenza is winning by 53%. I haven't looked here. Thank you, Palmer. Thank you. All right. I think the large Sabenza is the way to go. I put that up right away in the live so everybody that had a chance to vote can vote. All right. New arrivals and restock. I got to figure out where. Which one are you thinking, Cunning Maniac? I love his Hanks. Like I said, they're all my favorites. There's an OG one. Wow. The Octi. I'm looking for mine. Oh, here we go. So you can do the swing the axe one. I'll just throw that one, or this one's available too. The same price. So if you got, I like this one. Hey Jack, have a great weekend. Appreciate you hanging out here. Have a great weekend and stay safe, of course. Let's take a look here now. Check out. I'm just curious. I'm just playing around. Save you some money here, right? All right, there you go. So you save $4, and you get a Hank and the coin. So that's a way to save some money. The blacked out one? Heck yeah. It was one that we made this Hank in different colors. I had to do a whole redesign in all the different colors. It wasn't just remaking them. The blacked out one had to be made. Had to be made. I love the lanyard on the bottom of it. You put any other bead on there too as well. So hey, appreciate it. If you got it, heck yeah. You want them both anyway. Hey, absolutely. I appreciate you doing that. Helps me out because I get a very small percentage, but I do, which I thank you for then helping me out, which helps the channel out. Obviously, I don't make a lot of money off it by no means, and that's not what it's for. But hey, that'll probably go towards getting myself a Sabenza. The one that I want here is this one. There we go. It's in stock. Oh, it just looks so good. You know, you're going to spend all that money. Would it be, I don't plan on selling this. If I bought this, engraving something on it would be, oh man, would that be stupid? Would that be dumb of me? I don't know. I love that mic card. I'm drooling over it because I think this is the way to go. As Palmer said, the large Sabenza is winning at 53%. Let's take a look here. I'm trying to find my chat here. Oh, that's the studio. That must have. Oh, here it is. Okay, large Sabenza is winning. You are right. Okay. All right, I might have to go that route. I think this is the one. We're gonna have to do it. Then Magna Cut. Would it be dumb though? Would it be dumb to go ahead and like engrave it? No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I will because I don't plan on selling it, but I still probably don't think I'll actually engrave it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you missed the first one? The very first one was actually I have it over here. This was the very first one. I was super proud of it. It was the vibes that I wanted to give off. If there was enough people, I bet you he would make more of this. If enough people wanted one of these, he would probably make more of them. I don't know. I just that's what started it all. That's what started it all. Man, I want to buy this right now. I love my Nkosi. I'm going to carry my Nkosi this weekend and ponder it. And I might have to. I'm drooling over it. I don't know why. I just really think it's a sweet knife. But with that being said, everybody here, I think I'm going to call it a day because I'm getting hungry. It's 12:30 where I am at, and I'm out of coffee. So I think it's time to call it good. I appreciate everybody who's been hanging out today here. Everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe. And once again, like always, make sure your coffee is stronger than your toddler. Have a great weekend, everybody.